Mahalo for joining us this evening for a long-awaited commencement exercise. First, let me thank our band and our amazing assistant band director, Gwen Nakamura, for entertaining you and for playing my favorite song. I also want to thank Laura Safransky and Jan Fried, who will be acting as our American Sign Language interpreters for our ceremony today. Now, please direct your attention to the rear of the arena where the Tuahine troupe will offer an oli to celebrate this place. And mahalo, that moving oli was under the direction of Kumu Keave Lopes in the back of the Hawaii Nui Akea School of Hawaiian Knowledge. Now, please rise for the national anthem and Hawaii Ponoi, featuring Ms. Tiffany O'Neill, a candidate for the Bachelor of Music degree, and the Joint University of Hawaii Army and Air Force ROTC Color Guard will present the colors. Please be seated. Regent, honored guests, faculty, alumni, thank you for joining us here as we honor the accomplishments of our students. I would like to add that we're so pleased to celebrate the accomplishments of our students also who did not have the opportunity to participate in an amazing ceremony like this in either 2020 or 2021. Together, all of you should be so proud of having achieved your goals under these most challenging of conditions. But on this auspicious day, as we celebrate your incredible accomplishments among our community of scholars, I hope you all feel great pride in all that you have achieved, that you have a clear sense of the exciting new opportunities you'll enjoy as you enter the next stage of life. And I have every confidence that the superb education you experienced here at UH Manoa has prepared you with the knowledge, skills, and passion to thrive and to continue growing as lifelong learners. Some of you will enter directly into the workforce. You'll have happy parents. Others will commit to a field of service. Some of you may immediately pursue an advanced degree, and still others will seek out a different path. But regardless of where these next steps take you, remember always the importance of learning, remember the people with whom you connected, and always cherish the memories you created here. UH Manoa is a very special place. We're situated here in a lush valley within a great city on an island that bridges east and west in the most beautiful place on earth. We attract some of the most dynamic students and faculty from across the state, the nation, and the world. And this brilliant intermingling of people with different backgrounds, together with our beautiful host culture, makes Manoa a unique place of learning that is truly like no other. You've enjoyed the benefits of this inspiring gathering place of diverse people and perspectives. You've engaged in critical thinking, and you've encountered multiple disciplines. It now becomes your kuleana to acknowledge the obligations you carry to make positive contributions for your family, your community, and the world around you. And you're surrounded here today by friends and family, parents and grandparents, children, in some cases grandchildren, aunties and uncles. So please take a moment to reflect on what they have done to make it possible for you to walk across the stage today. You can thank them, but right now, on behalf of the entire university, I'd like to extend our thanks and appreciation to all of you gathered here today for your commitment and your sacrifice for your graduate. Mahalo for making this day possible. I also want to thank a group represented here today that made it all possible for all of you. And that's our incredible UH Manoa faculty, who also had to strive tirelessly under really challenging conditions to help lead you through your education. Mahalo. Graduates, this is your time. It's your turn to lead. You've demonstrated incredible resiliency and courage across these past 2 years especially. Build on that experience and all that you've learned. Hold your friendships and this place close to your heart and make this world better, safer, and more peaceful for all of us. Congratulations. I now invite Dr. Laura Lyons, who serves as our Vice Provost for Academic Excellence, to recognize graduates who have excelled in many ways, particularly those with distinguished records.
Aloha. We have a number of students whose academic records merit recognition. Please hold your applause as I call these groups, and students in them, please rise and remain standing until all the groups receiving honors are recognized. Regents and presidential scholars who received full scholarships awarded solely on their outstanding academic records as Hawaii high school or community college graduates. University Honors Program graduates. Phi Beta Kappa Honor Society members. Student marshals who have been selected by their colleges for their outstanding academic accomplishments. Students graduating cum laude with a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.74. Students graduating magna cum laude with a cumulative grade point average of 3.75 to 3.9. And finally, students graduating summa cum laude with a cumulative grade point average of 3.9 or higher. Please join me in applauding all of these graduates for their outstanding academic records. We are proud as well to recognize our Army and Air Force Reserve Officer Training Corps cadets and our students who have served in the armed forces who are candidates for graduation. Would all ROTC candidates and active duty, reserves, and National Guard members of our armed forces please rise at this time? Congratulations. We thank you for your service. We also recognize all current and former representatives of the Associated Students of the University of Hawaii and the Graduate Student Organization who are candidates for degrees. Will all representatives of ASUH and GSO please rise? Congratulations to our ASUH and GSO graduates.
And before I introduce our student speaker, let me introduce a few other people who have helped make this special. Regent Bill Haining, thank you for joining us here today. Our faculty marshals, Shauna Brown, Kekeha Salas, Lori Yankura, and Scott Sinnott. I'm now very pleased to introduce our student speaker, Ms. Tiare Sabayano Tsutsui, a candidate for a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Ms. Sabayano Tsutsui began her higher education career at Kapi'olani Community College, where she served as a tutor, peer mentor, academic coach, and teaching assistant. After transferring here to Manoa, she was accepted into the honors program and served as a research assistant in psychology, psychiatry, and public health. She volunteers for Manoa's prison education project and is currently in her 15th year of Zen mindfulness training, volunteering as an associate teacher to develop weekly Zen mindfulness Zoom classes for her global meditation group. Next semester, she'll be a graduate student in the Masters of Social Work program here at the Thompson School of Social Work and Public Health. Tiare then plans to pursue a PhD in social welfare at UH Manoa, and before working in academia and starting a nonprofit that teaches Zen mindfulness to underserved youth in Hawaii. Please join me in welcoming Tiare Sabayano Tsutsui.
Thank you, President Lassner. Aloha. As we gather in this beautiful valley of Manoa, blessed by rain and cooled by breeze. I send my love and greetings to honorary guests, alumni, family, friends, and of course, fellow graduates of the University of Hawaii, Manoa, classes of 2020, 2021, and 2022. To all of you, aloha mai kako. It is a great honor to be here with you at the largest event UH has held since the 2020 lockdown. What a 4 years it has been. Social movements for Black and Asian lives and for Hawaii's precious Mauna Kea and people. A charged election. A global pandemic, a war in Ukraine. These times more than ever call for individuals like us to rise and be the best versions of ourselves so we can be the best version of humanity. 2 years ago, in March 2020, I was just gaining confidence to transfer from Kapi'olani Community College to UH Manoa when the world erupted with the greatest global tragedy of our time, the COVID-19 pandemic. Mid-semester, we were abruptly forced to switch from in-person classes to online Zoom sessions, all while learning the challenging lessons of the fragility, brevity, and beauty of life. Migrating to Zoom came with surprising learning curves. Students teaching professors to mute snoring classmates, teachers awkwardly speaking to little black boxes on the screen, and students and teachers finding creative ways to look alive on camera during those 2.5-hour lab lectures. In all honesty, during this time, I started to lose hope and began to think that anything I could ever do would not make a difference in the world's suffering. That is, until I arrived at UH Manoa and encountered people and situations that helped me realize my self-worth and infinite potential. I'm inspired by my classmates, colleagues, and mentors to be professional, to be proud, to be myself. I saw that much of what I value, such as climate change, access to education, and gender and race equity, is already being worked on through research, advocacy, and media at UH Manoa. I saw that my dreams are not just abstract thoughts floating around. They are actual steps to be taken. I saw that every one of us is vital in taking care of this planet and each other. Even in physical isolation, in the midst of a pandemic, during social and political uproar, we came together and formed the most widespread connection of support, understanding, love, and humanity I have ever witnessed. And we accomplished all this while learning our new normal. A normal that includes a race changed forever. We are slowly learning. We aren't quite the same as the pandemic found us. We're a new version of humanity that sets aside differences and finds light where there seemingly is none. It's this new version of humanity that allows us to stand with the innocent citizens of Ukraine and Russia, and with the students whose families, friends, and personal lives have been affected by the war. Our ability to stand together is the best way to ensure a bright future. 4 years ago, we entered the halls of higher education, immersed ourselves in diverse perspectives, met peers and mentors who will be lifelong friends, persevered through insurmountable odds, and championed to graduation. What a 4 years it has been. The resilience, courage, wisdom we've acquired at the University of Hawaii at Manoa are forces that will serve us for the rest of our lives in every situation we approach. Whether we're applying to graduate school, starting a business, raising a family, traveling the world, or simply pondering next steps in this great unknown we call life. To the graduates of 2020, 2021, and 2022, I share with you a version of a traditional Irish wish. May the breath of Manoa be always at your backs, and the sun shine gently upon your faces. May the roads you travel rise up to meet you. And from this day forward, may this interconnection of aloha and humanity always embrace you throughout your days and beyond. Mahalo. And congratulations!
Mahalo, Tiare, for that rousing speech. I'm pretty sure nobody's asleep right now. We now come to the main event, the most anticipated part of a commencement ceremony, the conferring of degrees. I call upon Provost Michael Bruno.
Thank you, President Lasner. We will begin the degree conferrals with the baccalaureate degree. I will call upon the deans from each college to present their baccalaureate degree candidates. Dean Conan, College of Social Sciences.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree in the College of Social Sciences please rise and remain standing? I am pleased to present these candidates for the bachelor's degree.
Associate Dean Viachorik, College of Tropical Agriculture and Human Resources.
Will candidates for bachelor degree in College of Tropical Agriculture and Human Resources please rise and remain standing? I'm pleased to present these candidates for the bachelor's degree.
Dean Fletcher, School of Ocean and Earth Science and Technology.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degree from the School of Ocean and Earth Science and Technology please rise and remain standing? I am pleased to present these candidates for the bachelor's degree.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority delegated to me by the Board of Regents of the University of Hawaii, I hereby confer upon you the appropriate baccalaureate degree with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations. Reading the names of the candidates will be Dr. Craig Howes, Director of the Center for Biographical Research and Professor of English, and Dr. Eomailani Kukahiko, Specialist in Curriculum Studies. Will the candidates please come forward?
Emily Smith. Sydney Phelps.
Tiare Sabella Tutsui.
Tara Wall Robinstein.
Chaz Mihara.
Catherine Elizabeth Moniz.
Anya Carroll.
Andrew Aris.
Medina Sid. Dylan Monga.
Tanisa Carter.
Christiana Kaniaru.
Veronica Botello. Leandra Rachel Atilano.
Tyler Kale Stewart.
Vaughn Johnson.
Yoshi Matoba.
Matt McKenzie.
Christian Wells.
Kumanu Tua'au.
Janie Nicole Parker.
Malia Chobani.
Michael Reynolds.
Kayla Verlinden.
Lauren James.
Brittany Chang. Travis Akana.
Mireya Hancock.
Madison Morawake.
Katie Bonvecino. Timothy Young.
Michelle Meyerson.
Evan Shaughnessy.
Jovan Ronnie Agtan.
Nicholas Mays.
Christina Tenorio. Yasmin Aguiano.
Rachel Geroman.
Janea Nagura.
Mariana Giovanetti.
Mackenzie Tainanis.
Carlo Pasqua.
Daniel Gracia.
Courtney Howell.
Aluri Joy Pimentel Amogela.
Jordan Jower.
Caitlin Rose Delta Sebastian.
Isabel Olsen.
Zion Cecilia Taufahema Langi.
Chelsea Lei Gongkwanko.
Amanda Lauren Borbelli.
Ruby Haber.
Vanique Morris.
Madison Contreras.
Daniel Senas.
Nicholas Tolentino. Cassandra Boyle.
Robert Mark Makasib.
Julia Perry.
Ka Lam Leong.
Carson March.
Paul Ivan Punahele Kutsin.
Tyler Pang.
Sarah Mihal Hamid.
Lindsay Dower.
Manulani Okekai Morea.
Mate Colina.
Emma Goman.
Deng Jr. Madu.
Janelle Blancas.
Zor Stimson Ned.
Kiana Jafari.
Chanel Kameni Noah.
Riley Camacho.
Nick Ross.
Zoe Dim. Cody Laakea Brown.
Amanda Lien.
Ava Yerhot. Diana Isabella Sanchez Alvarez.
Krista Redos.
Kayla Salmaron.
L'Oreal Walls Jaime.
Kaylana Welch.
Christian Navarro.
Audrey Stalkup. Kaylee Gonzalez.
Matthew Vasconcelos.
Yarimor Flores.
Duan Matthews.
Andrea Jean Ronho.
Justice Tavai.
Tassa Ramsire.
Ethan Yokepa Cueva.
Kiana Rafael. Lauren Gunderson.
Terao Paraha Elkington.
Nicholas Cordova.
Eleki Tanuvasa.
Nabila Rairi.
Mason Matafa. Charleston
Courtney
Casimiro.
Campbell.
Oh yeah, Charleston Casimiro.
Kaylee Tunay Mason.
Jordan Poyo.
Salina Marie Vicente.
Georgia Claire Johnson King.
Claire Ann Ronquillo.
Casey Yamasaki.
Jasmine Bolte.
Nicole Monikeala Geraldine Pomare.
Lucas Brissi. Juliana Davis.
Alice Kehaulani Arnold.
Juliana Tejas Soares Garcia.
Claudia Jeanette Meza.
Caitlin Evans.
Haley Lambert Zilomski.
Sean Nakata.
Ainsley Verkijk.
Catherine Emmanuel.
Lauren Liao.
Francesca Calara Franco.
Joya Aquino.
Sadie Safari Doy.
Sabrina Hardesty.
Jonah Paulino.
Alyssa Rodeo. Justin Chad Sevilla Hayat.
Kiana Rayford.
Sigrid Fortin.
Alexandra DeClerc.
Gloria Santos.
Sarah Evans.
Alize Perez.
Madison Clark.
Alexandra Kester.
Gianna Gardner.
Denalyn Taupawan.
Molly Hickman Smith.
Aaron Apuya.
Alexis Hara.
Lauren Apuya.
Thomas James Windrath.
Peyton Carlin.
Kira Miyatake.
Lane Kyo Alakai Maki.
Kobe Chalk. Carly Imaino.
Madoka Rikimaru.
Emily Smith.
Tatiana Altieri.
Jenna Kirshner.
Chloe Cannon.
Christina Lopez.
Lauren Kaneshiro.
Madeline Schaefer.
Diana Otsu.
Kobe Takaesu.
Danelle Isidro.
Kate Ellen Marie Cachola.
Angeline Gwib.
Maria Janelle Batista.
Marianne Tracy Manmano.
Matthew Lloyd.
Jeniel Bonilla.
George Hooker.
Fallon Malero.
Elin Fang.
Montana Layson.
Michaela Inerst.
Alana Jackson.
Angel Therme.
Chester Corpuz.
Catlin Lemos Silius.
Nikki Zina Bali.
Brendan Sakihara.
Ayanaka Makadangdang.
Blake Zito.
Jennifer Ho.
Nicholas Erickson.
Taryn Nakamura.
Julian Estrada.
Talia Owens.
Savannah Baird.
Nicole Halowska.
Jessica Malutish.
Rihanna Vel Wright.
Aiden Izele Okoye.
Jacqueline Harvey.
Thomas Mitrovich.
Jade Young.
Riley Botain.
Rabian Tucker.
Shayla Hanaoka.
Ethan Butai.
Vanessa Perez.
Jessica Leong.
Talia Mossman.
Aston Espanto.
Daphne Wills.
Nathan Anderson.
Madeline Pease.
Devin Aruda.
Molly Delala.
Tristan Workman.
Anne Inoue.
Erin Cam.
Jordan Elicker.
Nicole A. Acacio.
Kiane Uchimura.
Mari Kurosawa.
Ellis Bradley.
Asia Faith Kawanoi Green.
Georgina Lancaster.
Lauren Katayama.
Colin Chastain Seuss Wheatley.
Laura Doucette.
Grayson Russell.
Makani Le'alea Davis.
Tyler Novak.
Jalen Flores.
Elizabeth Bell. Josette Dooley.
Hannah Redman.
Luke Scheidler.
Gemma Baird.
Nicholas Miller.
Hayden Lar.
Luke Ball.
Mara Cole.
Alexandra Pallant.
Joshua Gonzalez.
Kayla Ryan.
Erica Kowalski.
Kayleen Fukushima.
Dylan Kresge.
Evan Kitzmiller.
Vanessa Gabriel. Melia Abraham. Emily Poirier.
Danielle Vargas.
Caitlin Bond.
Giselle Galope. Jairus Iwasake.
Nicole Mosher.
Brandon Edelman.
Simone Ray. Anne Margaret De Los Santos.
Samuel Jones.
Jason Sabas.
Elijah Adams.
Kylie Morrow.
Ray Soledon.
Clarine Phipps.
Samuel Capel.
Jared Isa.
Samantha Yee.
Daniel Furuya.
Dylan Phillips.
Paige Franzik.
Malia Johnson.
Melissa De Leon.
Marie Kolopua Gonzalez.
Shay Nishimura.
Mahie Lee.
Jolie Nakamura.
Alvin Jacob Soriano.
Tracy Cadiz.
Leslie Gonzalez.
Kobe Kobayashi.
Matthew Palm.
Thank you for that bigger font. Matiana Dominguez.
Caitlin Tokunaga.
Brittany Gallardo.
Justin Wu.
Lena Azama.
Eric Ono.
Erica Liu.
Aaron Watt.
Nevada Perkins.
Elisa Mering Hugh.
Lauren Arakaki.
Ana Marie Correa.
Louis Su.
Hee Yon Cho.
Brooke Benton.
Jordan Michaela Ku'ualoha Kanakaole.
Jaren Fujimoto.
Emily Renee Baca.
Austin Bonacan.
Daniel Jong.
Micah Jesa Bonyins.
Jelan Diaz.
Annika Quist.
Drew Gordon.
Jan Lawrence.
Micah Vanderpool.
Sophia Khalil.
Mahina Garrity.
Sharina Sagal Saramosing.
Kalen Antonio.
Linda Lau.
Tiana Pikake Oneona Motoyama.
Tina O.
Emily Lau.
Tia Arias.
Cindy Wei Rong.
Kalani Vivo Ole Akau.
Leah Ann Cruz.
Micah Oi.
Ridge Royce.
Braden Kunihiro.
James Davenport.
Yui Ting He.
Annika Nozaki.
Brianna Zoran.
Sophia Chun.
Toby Young.
Ujin Oh.
Rayanne Jewel Rono.
Ferris Hassan.
Bronson Hakei.
Jayla Kaita.
Andrea Gadry.
Seth Dennis.
John Chang.
Harley Derrickson.
Amber Weiss.
Hannah Lee.
Brock Wetzlet.
Imari Olepani.
Anna Kotonen.
Miranda Lee.
Leon Weaver.
Gabriel Quast.
Katerina Maria Trinidad Pope.
Cameron Pires.
Elisa Castillo.
Allison Tomooka.
Natalie South.
Ryan Tabor.
Kristen Archangel. Adam Matson.
I got it.
Christopher Decker.
Jesus.
Zach
Jaden Fuata.
Zach Kennedy.
Madeline Baker.
Gabriella Ham.
Emma Wigren.
Ayana Cleefish.
Reagan Palmer.
Alan McFall.
Sonia Rodriguez Ashida. Nalu Koito.
Devin Montesinos.
Major Davis.
Ashley Hope.
Branson Downing.
Serafina King Bushman.
Kealoha Scolian.
Sophia Long.
Giselle Tilani Goring.
Maria Rutenberg.
Avalon Hurd.
Jakob Teller.
Kendra Perunovich.
Diana Lopera.
Jewel Tominaga.
Alyssa Renteria.
Hita Hennemans.
Sophia Suesue.
Sydney Siri.
Tiana Hughes.
Sofia Celeste Dauer Vasquez.
Samantha Darren.
Christy A. Wentline.
Raina McClintock.
Kella Wong.
Dingy Liu.
Samantha Hall.
Tanner Ritchie.
Shea Tomoko Watanabe.
Erickson Scholl.
Luciana Del Rio Pascual.
Justin Campbell Lakasandili.
Kyra Kaahue.
Shannon Murphy.
Abigail Cerny.
Jason Han.
Selah Solt.
Edlin Harold Sanchez.
Asia Wells. Skylar Sloan.
Mateo Odone.
Frank Rogozinski.
Maya Zaragoza.
I'm okay. Okay.
Danielle Martinez.
Oelau Sea Ta'atia Afo Lutu Lutali.
Desiree Diaz.
Kairos Lancaster.
Valerie Ann Duque.
Julie Whalen.
Tamotsu Ono.
Courtney Kong.
Annika Nelson.
Rachel DiCioli.
Haley Baker.
Harry Kaioike Eleu Robbins.
Bridget Root.
Hillary Ayen.
Ray Kalani Pascual.
Marcus Adams.
Deshaun Williams.
John Michael Baluado.
Annie Ilikea Elizabeth Snow.
Sophia Arvello.
Chloe Pastana.
Crystalline Naka.
Kiara Konishi.
Celine Isabel Arnobit.
Amanda Hoya.
Remy Shimokawa.
William Stewart.
Abdul Aziz Zain Hashim.
Chanel Uehara.
Christian Lemmer Wolfowitz.
Marley Uehara.
Reed Slack.
Manu Mowi Lenny Moliko Tony Sekona. Samuta Avea. Lauren Remular. Hirin Cho.
Great job. That's not easy.
University Marshals. Marshals, will you please lead the candidates through the final step without which you do not have degrees. This is the shifting of the tassels from right to left, signifying this rite of passage.
You can be seated. Congratulations, graduates. We now come to the conferral of the master's degrees. This conferral marks the completion of a rigorous program of study. We honor your accomplishments. I call upon Dean Ane, Graduate Division.
I will call the candidates for master's degree by college or school. As I announce your college or school, please rise and remain standing. College of Social Sciences. The College of Tropical Agriculture and Human Resources. And the School of Ocean and Earth Science and Technology. I am pleased to present these candidates for master's degrees. They have completed their prescribed courses of study and are recommended for the appropriate degree.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty, and by the authority delegated to me by virtue of the Board of Regents of the University of Hawaii, I hereby confer upon you the appropriate master's degree with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations. Reading the names of the candidates will be Dean Ane and Associate Dean Maeda. Will the master's candidates please come forward?
Brianna Baisa Fong.
Samantha Larson.
Laura Rouse.
Jenna Funakoshi.
Ying Chen.
Sydney Jaren Meneses.
Samantha Lara.
Yi-Jun Chen.
Scott Allen.
Mark Oandasan.
Kristen Oliveira.
Lori Greg Hammer.
Megan Russell.
Maha Harpool.
Sydney Kramer.
Bob Everson.
Rainbow Uli'i.
Guanzhen Chen.
Kiralee Ramos.
Daniel Romero Jr.
Tai Shiramizu.
Cody Ching.
Andrew Russell.
Samantha Garrido.
Sean Lorenzo.
Shu Peng Wang.
Kung Tran.
Mafaz Ramen Adnan.
Mary Janelle Duhai Longsud Murrow.
Alec Wong Miyasato.
Elizabeth McEnany.
Taylor Maruno.
Daphne Henyon.
Christy Kimura.
Farnaz Kaviari.
Maxim Gate.
Michael Carvis Kawachika.
Casey Breer.
Kelsey Armstrong.
Claire Rossi De Leon.
Kavena Ula Okala Kapahua.
Malia Staub.
Ariel Mota Alves.
Erin Opie.
Jacob Choi.
Kareem Garby.
Pema Thrinley.
Kenneth Choi.
Samuel Kippen.
John Mitchell Kirsch.
Uatea Itaua Vala.
Sadie Mariah Rose Sewell.
Christina Newton.
Amihan Kemson.
Carissa Gridgen.
Audrey Nash.
Jordan Brocky.
Rachel Eichelberger Iga.
Peter Dilwith.
Matthew Duff.
Foley Fallsgraf.
Jonathan Cameron.
Kristen Sanfilippo.
John Mark Melvey.
Jocelyn Grandinetti.
Jonathan Chapman.
Sasha Helfner. Catriel Wong. Rachel Zona.
Congratulations, master's degree holders. You can now be seated.
Congratulations. We will now confer the Juris Doctor. I call upon Dean Nelson and Associate Dean Mirkay from the William S. Richardson School of Law.
Will the candidates for the Juris Doctor degree please rise and remain standing? Degree. They have completed the prescribed course of study and are more than recommended for the degree.
Upon the more than recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority delegated to me by the Board of Regents of the University of Hawaii, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Juris Doctor with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Reading the name will be Associate Dean Mirkay.
Tevin Miller.
Congratulations, Juris Doctor. You may be seated.
We now turn to the conferral of the Doctor of Philosophy degree, the highest degree offered at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. At this time, I call upon Dean Ane, Graduate Division.
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy please rise and remain standing? I am pleased to present these candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree. Each of these candidates has displayed high scholarly attainment and research ability, resulting in an original contribution to their unique field.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority delegated to me by the Board of Regents of the University of Hawaii, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, with all of the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Welcome to the wonderful community of scholars and practitioners. The names and dissertation titles of our PhD candidates will be read by Associate Dean Maeda and Dean Aune. Will the candidates please come forward?
Ahmed Bakil. Environmental conditions to obtain the most nutritious fodder from giant and common Lucina leucocephala. Sponsored by Dr. Dulal Borthaker.
Donna Campbell. Ho'olu Aina. Restoration in the He'eia Ahupua'a. Sponsored by Dr. Noe Silva.
Jonathan Fisk. Speaking of abundance, Taino ecolinguistic ontologies, pre-colonial bicultural systems, and decolonial pathways to food and material sovereignty in Puerto Rico. Sponsored by Dr. Melissa Price. Kristen Harmon. Temporal ecology of Hawaiian waterbirds. Sponsored by Dr. Melissa Price.
Tui Duan, essays on impacts of climate, energy, conservation policy, and optimal energy transition, sponsored by Dr. Michael Roberts.
Adriana Larea Sarmiento, characterization of viral populations in pineapple and flowering ginger associated with economically important diseases in Hawaii, sponsored by Dr. John Hu.
Stacia Garlock. Usability of advertising preference tools on smartphones. Ad choices and Facebook ad preferences. Sponsored by Dr. Daniel Suthers.
Alejandro Olmedo Velarde. Characterization of mite-associated viruses in plant pathosystems of Hawaii. Sponsored by Dr. Michael Melzer.
Sophie Grolup. Job stress experienced by correctional officers in Hawaii related to working in a carceral space. Sponsored by Dr. Emily Daubert.
Joey Ooka. The utilization of natural products for agricultural benefits. Sponsored by Dr. Daniel Owens.
Rachel Inafuku. 3 essays in applied microeconomics. Sponsored by Dr. Timothy Halliday.
Roberto Rodriguez. Unmanned aircraft systems for surveillance and control of invasive plants in remote, threatened ecosystems of the Hawaiian Islands. Sponsored by Dr. Daniel Jenkins.
Niall Kaveloa. The College Esports Experience, Gaming, Identity, and Development, sponsored by Dr. Jennifer Winter.
Alana Ching Yi Singh. Revealing effective antiviral targets, unraveling the mechanisms behind the recruitment of West Nile virus components to the replication complexes. Sponsored by Dr. Pakieli Kaufusi.
Hannah Liebrecht. A case study of student and employee perspectives of Title IX, sponsored by Dr. Patricia Steinhoff.
Michael Wong, exploring the use of 3D optical imaging for clinically and non-clinically applicable body composition assessment, sponsored by Dr. John Shepard. Feng Xiao, island effects on rainfall for the Hawaiian Islands with mountaintops below the trade wind inversion, sponsored by Yileng Chen.
Ellen Miser, Making It, Success, Mediocrity, and Failure in the Kitchen, sponsored by Dr. David Johnson.
Christina Rempel, Too Much of a Good Thing, The Influence of Benthic Community and Chronic Nutrient Enrichment on Reef Microbial Assemblages, sponsored by Dr. Jeff Drazen.
Sequoia Riley, Assessing Barriers to Green Infrastructure for Flood Mitigation, sponsored by Dr. Carl Kim.
Nicole Hokulani Yamase, Understanding the Ecophysiology of Native Hawaiian Macroalgae in a Changing World, sponsored by Dr. Celia Smith.
Ivan Rivadeneira Camino, Evaluating Economic Policies in Ecuador, 2007 to 2017, sponsored by Dr. Ruben Juarez. Terrence Rose, the design, development, and deployment of the National Library Services Digital Talking Book Program as a socio-technical process, sponsored by Dr. Wayne Buente. Maura Stevens Chu, Conceal at All Costs, Lived Experiences of Menstruation in Japan, sponsored by Dr. Jan Brunson. Henrik Shajewski, The Everyday Geoeconomics of China's Belt and Road Initiative in Fiji, Entrepreneurial Encounters Along the Maritime Silk Road, sponsored by Dr. Mary Mustafanazad.
Congratulations, Doctors of Philosophy. Please be seated. At this time, Ms. O'Neill will join us again to sing the alma mater, accompanied by the university band. You are invited to join her. The words are in the program. Nobody will be judging. Please be seated. Mahalo, Ms. O'Neill. This concludes our ceremony. We ask that the audience and graduates remain seated until the stage party has exited. Graduates will be excused by row and can meet their guests by their appropriate alphabetical signs on Ching Field. Please refer to the map on the back of the program. E hele me ka maluhia a me ka pono. Go forth in peace and with righteousness. Congratulations.